No one really knows when history will change. No one knows at what moment a legend is born. Yet many people believe that some great journeys often begin with something that is too small, too trivial even to be noticed. So it is with the story of a boy named Jungkook, who goes on to shake up the global entertainment industry in ways that even industry experts never imagined. He is not the son of officials, not a descendant of artists, nor part of a large family of celebrities. He is just an ordinary boy from a small town in Busan, but fate seems to have a different agenda. People who have known him since childhood sometimes tell him things that now sound almost mystical: his focused gaze, his habit of paying attention to small details, his way of learning things silently but with an intensity that is difficult to explain. It's like the world records it without him knowing. As if an invisible camera was always following his every step, yet no one knew, at the time, that the world was preparing to witness the birth of a global icon, and what is even more surprising, none of that nearly happened. Many imagine that Jungkook's journey began with big dreams, determination, and a draining exercise in discipline. But few know that the first step actually started from something that was not planned at all. Some off-the-record sources tell that one day, someone discovered Jungkook in a very unusual moment. There is no stage. No auditions. No practice, there is only sound. A sound that, they say, is capable of making an ordinary room sound like a giant concert stage. Other rumors say the sound was first heard in an unexpected place, not a music studio, not a recording room, but rather a public area where no one thought was watching a great talent shine, and that's where the moment happened. Someone, who knows who, until now his identity is still a mystery, sent the voice recording to a Korean entertainment company that would later become part of Jungkook's phenomenal journey. The tape is said to be only a few seconds long, but enough to change fate. From then on, the doors of the entertainment world seem to open for Jungkook. But what looks glamorous from the outside, turns out to be tinged with a dark side known only to those who have lived behind the South Korean trainee system. Entertainment sources describe Jungkook's trainee years as a period that shaped but at the same time tested human limits. There were rumors that he once trained up to 12 hours a day, enduring pain that he never even told anyone about. There was a rumor that he once almost gave up halfway, not because of a lack of confidence, but because of a shocking incident that made him think that the world of entertainment has a big shadow that is difficult to understand. Those moments are then referred to as points that shape his personality: calm, focused, always trying to look perfect, and almost never showing weakness. But many fans ask, what really happened in those days? The answer, as always, is known only to a few. And some believe that the reason Jungkook is so mysterious to this day starts here. When it's debut time, the world may see a talented teenager who exudes natural stage charisma. But behind the spotlight, an incredible pressure fell on her. It is rumored that during the preparation for the debut, Jungkook often remained silent for hours, studying his own recordings, repeating rehearsals until not a single detail escaped. He is even said to have had a strange habit, correcting his technique in the middle of the night, when everyone was already asleep. He was like someone who was chasing something, said a staffer who did not want to be named. But something is, what? The answer has not been revealed to date. What is clear, when he debuted, although the world was not yet fully aware, a new phenomenon was born. It didn't take long for the public to realize that Jungkook was no ordinary idol. It's not just singers. It's not just dancers. It's not just visual. It was the complete package. The short clips went viral. A simple gesture from him became the subject of discussion. The way he turned his head, walked, and even laughed became a trending topic. But that's not all. There is something in him that is difficult to explain. The aura that makes the camera seem to fall in love. The aura that made the stage seem changed as soon as he walked into the middle. An aura that forces the public to pay attention, even when they have no intention of doing so. And since then, Jungkook has earned a nickname that even today is still firmly attached: the Golden Magne. But many are wondering, is it really just a nickname, or is there something bigger behind those multidimensional capabilities? There is no denying that the turning point of Jungkook's journey occurred when the international world began to take notice of him. His cover video was watched by millions of people, her stage performances were praised by foreign critics, his name began to appear in various international articles. Since then, Jungkook is no longer just a Korean idol. It is a global phenomenon, But what the public rarely knows is how he dealt with that explosion in popularity. Some close people describe him as someone who constantly goes beyond his own limits, as if there is something or someone that he has to prove, and for unknown reasons, he becomes more and more reserved, more and more mysterious, more and more selective towards the things he shares. The public sees gold, but they don't know how hard the process of gold formation is. His name gets bigger, his face appears everywhere, and his every little act turns into a headline. But what is rarely discussed is the tremendous pressure that follows. Every appearance should be perfect, every detail must be precise, every move must have meaning. Any mistake, no matter how small, becomes the subject of mass analysis. But what keeps it strong, what keeps him stable, even when his popularity reaches impossible levels? Rumor has it that Jungkook has one secret, one that he has kept since the beginning of the journey. It's a reason to keep going, and a reason to keep running. But what is it? No one knows yet, but that mystery will be part of the story that unfolds at the end of this article. Fans began to wonder, what really happened in his life? What is he hiding? Why does it look so focused, but at once so far away? And the more he did not answer, the greater his curiosity grew. No list of awards is complete without mentioning his name. There is no list of influential global artists who would not include her. There is no grandiose concert that does not show off its power, but the higher it flew, the more people asked, what exactly is the source of his power? Everyone has their own guesses. Some think it's hard work, some think it's a natural talent, some thought it was a push from the environment, some thought it was because he wanted to prove something to the world, but none of the answers are really satisfactory, because the real reason is still hidden. That question has been asked for a long time. What's the secret? What is the energy source? Why do they work harder than other artists? Why does he seem to be chasing something away? Everyone is trying to guess. Only Jungkook knows, and that secret, he never revealed, not in the interview, not in the documentary, not in a behind-the-scenes moment, but on this long journey. A pattern is beginning to be seen. A pattern that suggests that there is something, or someone, that has been central to Jungkook's motivation since the beginning. And here's the part you've been waiting for since the beginning of this article. After a long journey full of mysteries, rumors and question marks, it's time to uncover the heart of the story that was hidden from the beginning. What really drove Jungkook's success? Not fame, not wealth. It's not the ambition to be the greatest, unless something he found out before it all started. A small discovery, a simple moment in his life, that quietly became the center of gravity of his entire career journey. That moment, according to various sources, is the second when a person first believes in his talent, even before he realizes his own potential. That person is not a famous figure, not a big company, not the coach, not a senior artist, rather someone who was in the earliest moments of his life, someone who once said that Jungkook's voice will be heard far away someday. Simple speech, but it has a big impact. A speech that made him endure difficult times of training. A speech that made him confident on debut, sayings that keep him going when the world demands more.